We're going to be able to see the valley and the mountains and the road that leads to Area 51 that doesn't exist, but you know, and super cool. And you know what else was really interesting? On the way down here, we stopped at the location where the infamous black mailbox usually is, and somebody took off with the black mailbox. But you know what else was really cool? We met the rancher that lives down the street. He drove up, got out of his truck, started talking to us, and we're like, what happened to the black box? Where did it go? And we were trying to be detectives to figure out what happened to it. And there's a camera on the mountaintop over there, this really big camera and all these sensors. And Lee Wilbarger was talking about how incredible these sensors are and how they can pick up everything. Well, guess what? I was like, well, if they can pick up everything, how come they're not picking up the person that took the black mailbox? Again, what's going on with that? So anyway, I'm going to flip the camera around and enjoy the views. This is as close to Area 51 as you're ever going to get. There's supposed to be some Janet flights coming in. There were two F-15s that were flying around us. They did a U-turn. They came back and said hi. Jurg lives out here for 20-something years. He says he's never seen anything like that. But guess what? We're with Lee Wilbarger. He called him up. He said, hey, man. So I don't know if we're going to see any of the spooky stuff until tonight. That's why you want to stick around, because if we see any of the spooky stuff, we're going to be able to pick it up live here in this amazing location. I'm going to flip the camera around right now. And after this podcast, make sure you jump on over to my Patreon page, exclusive content on my Patreon page. Just uploaded an interview with Dr. Richard Allen Miller, over an hour-and-a-half interview. He actually claims to have made contact with something named Krill, capital Kril, in the basement of Groom Lake many years ago. Now, the doctor's a wizard. I don't know if you've ever heard of Dr. Richard Allen Miller before, but anyway, that full interview is on Patreon. Plus, we're going to upload some exclusive footage. And I've got high definition of these jets flying past us at like freaking 75 feet off the ground, it seemed like. They were not that high off the ground. So you want to stick around for this. I hope you're having a beautiful day. And I'm going to flip the camera around right now. Here we go. Check it out. Here it is. We'll go talk to Lee in a second in the super surveillance van. But as of right now, we're just going to take a look over the valley. Like, if you've ever wanted to come out to Area 51, if you've ever wanted to come out to Dreamland and see what it's all about, well, right over here, there's the road that goes out into Groom Lake, Area 51. Let's go see what Lee's doing. We just set it there for a minute. Super windy. I brought the bike. I thought I was going to get some biking in today, but it's just been windy. We even had hail on the way up here. This road a couple years ago, you wouldn't have made it up here without four-wheel drive. Now you can make it up here with, you know, high clearance and if you know what you're doing. But no. Hey, Chris. And tonight, when the real spooky stuff comes out, if it comes out, we got thermal and some other technology. Hey, Kristen. What's up? How you doing? Kristen is in the chat. So check it out. There's the van. Got the Nikon P1000. Kombucha. Geiger counter. Somebody said, Rex, tell me what the radiation levels are out there. Okay. The radiation levels right now are pretty low. They're only 0.19 microsieverts per hour. That's actually lower than it is in Colorado. Okay, so if you look up to the left at about the, I would say, 9 o'clock position, you will see a road. Same here. You'll see a road that leads to the the base. We might see some Janus flights. Those are the flights that bring in the workers. Hit that thumbs up, please. Great, my kombucha spilled. No. Yeah, it was so cool, literally. When Jurg said, yeah, I've been out here 20-something years, I've never seen anything like that. Lee and I are out there talking to the guy that drives up from the ranch where the mailbox was. And he's like, what's your YouTube channels? What's going on, guys? Like, what's up, man? He was pretty cool. He was pretty cool. I got his info. I'll give him a shout out again when I remember the name of his ranch. He's got a ranch out there. And yeah, it's pretty cool. All right, let's go see what the Wilbarger's doing. Let's go talk to Lee Wilbarger. I'm live right now.
Yeah. Cool.
How's it going?
Awesome.
Awesome.
We're getting some awesome coverage here. What I'm going to do right now is actually show people on the big camera with the big zoom, give them a little walk around the area. You show them Bald Mountain, where Area 51 is, Groom Lake Road, and all that good stuff. So it's going to be on my live stream in a minute here. I'm setting it up right now.
Cool.
And what we're going to do is I'm recording it. He's going to wear my headset. I got to get that set up for you, folks. But he's going to wear my headset. We're going to record it on the server here, and then we'll have that as a permanent file that I can give you and I can upload, so that all of us have it. So he's got it live and we've got it recorded.
Perfect. Yeah.
And then we have the original.
Perfect.
Cool.
That's what we're doing.
All right. Is there room? Can I go in the driver's seat there? All right. I'll go over there. Woo! Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. About my freaking shorts, man. All right, there we go. Yeah.
All right, where do you want to sit at? Start at here. Like that view right there?
Probably right there, yeah.
Okay.
And so let's see, I zoom in and out.
Oh,
Left and right.
dude.
Just turn it.
That's what I'm talking about.
You gotta hold it a second. It takes a second to start.
Oh, I see. Okay. So I go up and down, left and right.
Yeah. And it's from here.
Oh, okay. It's I got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Up and down. Okay. Perfect.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
So
Let
the
me
only
get
thing
this
on-
show on the road
So
here.
you need to put this on you,
Okay.
okay? And then when you hit live on there, all you have to do is on the mouse right here, just click the left mouse button.
Okay.
Once you hit your live, hit the left mouse button and then start talking.
Folks, as you can see, we actually have a flux capacitor set up there
Absolutely.
that does make margaritas as well.
Yep.
Flux capacitor.
If you didn't make margaritas, it wouldn't be in here.
And it doesn't make margaritas with Lee in here. Only when his wife's in here and it's
Right.
parked at his house. But anyway, so sarcasm is one of the many services Lee offers. And this is exciting.
Well, let's
Absolutely.
get
I bet you're
this-
even a little excited.
I am excited. This is what I've always wanted to do, to show people from up here what great view you have here.
That makes two of us.
Awesome.
It makes two of us.
Well,
That's
we're
why
doing
we're
it
here.
today. We're doing it
What
today.
about me?
3 of us.
We wanted
Thank
to
you.
be here
Okay, appreciate it.
to be able to document this.
I don't think it's space aliens,
this
man.
landmark event.
So we are going live, and
Yep.
I hope this is going to work. All right, going live. Going live, I said. Okay.
He's going live, and I'm
We are
live,
going live.
and Lee is
Lara
live.
creating live broadcast. Why is that?
Dreamland Dash Ranch,
Going live.
5-star
Here
resort.
we are. All right, folks, we are back. We are live again here at the Power Lines Overlook. Jurg from Dreamland Resort. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to give you a walk around the view from up here. We're going to actually hook it up to one of Lee's monitors here. And I'm going to zoom in and out. What does it say? Orientation is locked. Rotate device.
No, we're
back.
right. We're correct. See how it's shown in here? So we're.
Yeah.
Oh,
Are we-
rotate the device back. when you
Chat, are we
unlock it.
actually in the right orientation here? I'm not sure if we are oriented portrait or landscape right now. Okay, chat said we are in the right orientation. All right, perfect. Thanks, guys.
I'm gonna go around that way.
Sure.
I've already
Well-
stabbed my head twice with that thing you got poking up there.
No, I already got it. Already got it. You're
Okay,
good.
good. Well, okay.
He's got these radio mounts that are like still, and I'm like trying to move around there, and my head's like, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's awesome. Knock some sense into me here. Here we go.
So let's start over here, looking at the base. Oh, this is interesting. This is so neat to pan around like that. And let's see if I can get that zoom in to work. Look at that. Whoops, wrong direction.
I'll catch up with you guys. There's not a lot of room in here, so I'll let you
Oh, no,
do that.
I'm moving. So
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm getting down.
All right.
You do me a favor. Set this up.
So,
So I can come back.
Let me get that out of here. Right.
Oh, I could sit on that thing.
there we
No,
go.
I was gonna give you
Okay,
this
I'm getting
seat.
the hang of it. It's a little.
No, I'm giving you the seat, boss.
Okay. Where are you gonna sit?
I'm going outside. I gotta
Oh.
stretch my legs.
You gotta stretch your legs. So let me get out of here
I've been
then.
sitting here for 2 hours.
Lee Wilbarger's going outside to stretch his legs.
There we go.
There you go.
Are the keys in the ignition?
Yeah.
So,
Hurry, let's go! Lock the doors!
well, not in that
We
way.
had this all planned out, didn't we?
Cliff's that way, so don't drive in that
I'll back it up.
Yeah.
All right, we're out of here. Lee said he'll be back. Check this out.
Here we go.
He
We're
took the
looking-
keys just to be on the safe side.
At
I know you.
Come on,
the
man.
airspace of Area 51. And what you see here in the foreground Let me see if I can zoom in a little more on this. This is just absolutely fantastic.
Oh yeah.
That zoom.
Let me do this right here.
Yeah, I'm always getting up and down confused here. And go left. What you're looking at right here is Groom Lake Road. When you come to visit Area 51, you're probably going to drive down this road to the gate. You're going to be coming from this direction. And okay, let me zoom out a little bit. Yep, there goes the autofocus. What's going on with the focus here?
There you go.
There
you
we
go.
Okay, now I picked it up. So we can't really see the intersection of Groom Lake Road with the highway, but you can see the highway down below, and you can see Groom Lake Road in the upper part of the picture heading into the desert. And that is, if you're going to visit Area 51, that is where you're going down on. You're going down Groom Lake Road to the gates. And let's go over here. Always the wrong direction.
Looks like a fun place to take your gravel bike.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Just watch out for the big buses that drive by.
Yeah, you got to get out of the way. That bus does not stop. They don't even stop for aliens, I think. So, wait for the autofocus to catch up.
Because they are the aliens.
Hello, autofocus. Hello.
There we go. There we go. It's trying.
It's trying. Let's see.
Angela's in the chat. Hey, Angela. How you doing? Victor. Everybody.
Yeah, I'm trying to find a spot where the autofocus. Maybe it's.
Could be.
Oh, okay. It's the zoom level. It didn't like that zoom level.
Oh, it's the zoom level. Okay.
So, okay, folks. Sorry about that. I'm learning my way around this controller.
Pretty quick, actually. Between you and Lee, you guys could build an entire laboratory. You guys are great, man.
And he's got it all. I mean, I'm jealous, really. So, what we're looking at right here is Groom Lake Road going from left to right. Let me zoom up, go up a little bit. You see Groom Lake Road going through the picture from left to right, and right in the middle, going over a little bit, right there in the middle, that little road that you see, a little wiggle there, that is the road going up to Campfire Hill. You probably heard about Campfire Hill. It's a popular spot for people to camp at, not very far away from the boundary, and that is where it is. You see the little road, and it leads up to the hill right there. You can't really see it very clearly, but that is the hill known as Campfire Hill. A lot of people camp up there. If you do,
Well, you can see
you're
that
going
from here.
yeah, you can. See that little wiggle there?
Yeah.
That road goes up to Campfire Hill. You can't really see it very clearly as a hill, but it is the hill.
Yeah, that's where we're going to be.
And you can see
And
right
that's the front
behind
gate.
That's near the front gate.
Yeah.
And the really cool thing is when you look at it, let's see if I can point in that
Zoom in more.
video. Well, this picture actually shows it all brings it all in perspective very nicely.
Yeah, but I'm saying if you want to point out something, just zoom into that point and zoom. No, zoom into that point.
What I want to show is that you're down here at Campfire Hill,
Right.
and Area 51 is right over here. It's right behind you.
Right.
This is Papoose Mountain up here.
Right.
There's a big radar site up on Papoose Mountain
Right.
that's overlooking Area 51, and Area 51 is right in that valley here. So you're looking at you're actually looking at that ridge line known as Freedom Ridge, former view spot of Area 51.
Freedom.
And if we could just peek a little bit around the corner here, we'd be looking right down into Area 51.
Right.
So when you camped out here at Campfire Hill, you are very close as close as it gets almost to Area 51.
Right. That's the closest point that the public can get to Area 51 without being arrested.
Yeah, the closest point is actually the front gate.
That's what we're talking about at the front gate.
So if we go down a little further, we go down the Groom Lake Road, and right here, let's try and zoom in a little more. Oops, in, I said.
There's somebody coming out now. Go to the left.
There's the tower.
Yep, yeah.
Yeah, but down and to the left.
That's what I was.
The camo dude.
Yeah, there's somebody driving right there. Probably security coming out from the gate, doing a little perimeter check.
There he is.
Yeah, you can actually see him. Let's see if we can zoom in a little more.
Oh yeah. It would be better if the wind weren't blowing too bad up here, but
Yeah.
yeah, hold up, he'll be there in a second.
Hey, Desert
he's gonna
Rose.
catch up
Hey,
with us.
Alien Allen.
There he is. That is pretty amazing.
So now you know what we look like to them.
Right. Right, exactly. Spying on Area 51 security.
That's
So
freaking
let's
cool.
Go back out a little bit and let's take a look at the gate area here. Right here is the gate area. So when you come to Area 51, you're going to be driving down this road. Oop, what just happened here?
Oh, you're good.
No, I don't want to stop streaming. You're going to be driving down this dirt road, and right here, you can't see it, but right here is where the warning signs are, and you're going to be seeing security on the side of the road on a hill watching you. What you don't see is this tower here.
Uh-huh.
And what that tower is, let's see, I think I'm a little out of whack here with my camera.
No, just move it up.
Looked like the tower had two different cameras hooked up to it. Two big cameras hooked up to it
Yeah, it's got
Right there.
right there, okay.
that are on the.
There you can see it. It's in the dead center now.
And let's see if we can zoom in a little more. In this tower right here, there's actually two towers. One has a camera on it, a remote controlled camera, and the other one has a microwave intrusion detection system on it.
Cool.
So that is
will
one
detect
way.
something as small as a mouse.
Probably.
That will detect
And-
something as small as a mouse.
Yeah,
This is why I wanted to have this show with you, because I've worked on all of these systems.
Yeah, this is pretty amazing.
So when I tell you this system will detect that, or it'll see this, or it'll do that, I can take you back in the paperwork and show you, or take you to somewhere else that'll show you. So their
would love to see
detection
the
system.
paperwork.
Okay,
I've
that
had not been
detection
able to
system
get-
there, I can make a phone call and I can get you the specs on that because they were made public. But from
Really?
physically working on that detection system, yeah, the specs were given out. The way to get specifications for a piece of military equipment is to go to a military show. Because at a military show, they're going to put out what's called a slick sheet. And that slick sheet is going to have right to the ragged edge of what classified is. It'll tell you everything that isn't classified. And so they won't give you an exact frequency range, and they won't give you an exact detection size, but they will say we can detect a mouse at 500 meters. So
I don't doubt it.
when you have systems like what they have, they'll put out specs for that of what it can detect, or better than something. So they'll say I can detect a man at 2 kilometers, or better than 2 kilometers.
Yeah.
And in that case, it's probably 4 or 6 kilometers, but they're only going to claim 2.
Right.
But
That
the
makes sense,
the sensors that they have around, and again, this is why I wanted to come here and do this show. The sensors around Area 51, you can't get in there without them seeing you
No.
in
you
some
can't.
way, shape, or
That's-
form.
That is.
What
one
if
of
you're a
the things-
shapeshifter?
Well,
I think that's really important point to get across.
right.
You know, people don't even try. You're not going to get in there.
I stopped
you
you for a second.
They're going in.
Yeah, that might be another Janet coming in too. They might. Earlier today,
This-
we
but the game-
caught some of the F-16s
Listen,
in Rome.
Oh, well, they're going. They're
That's a
going.
Janet.
Where am I going to see it?
We're going to put it on the map.
If we can find it,
Get in here, Lee.
if we can find it on the map, we might be able to zoom in on it.
Okay, there's
the
a
meantime-
Meg.
What we're looking at here,
There's a Meg.
A Meg? Make it.
All right, so we are.
Where is it?
He's right there. So.
Huh. Oh, he's south of Alamo, southeast of Alamo.
Yeah. So,
He's
but we're up
nowhere
here.
near where we are.
Right. He would be down the mountain range here.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, no, I'm just trying to get oriented with you in this map. So when we start, so if that Meg right there would be down this way.
Yeah.
Behind that big freaking rock. So we're not going to see him. We might see him out the other side of it right here. Okay, but he's still to the left of that, isn't he?
Probably.
Okay, yeah. So at best he would be right
he would
here.
have line of sight of it.
But the good part about it was, if tonight, if he has IR on, we will see that because we are using an IR camera. So, you wanted a view, we're going to give it to you. Anything looks too good, well.
Let me ask you this: if I went to the top of that
Peekaboo?
no, just right over there, that other mountain top right there, would I see anything more? Right there.
Well, you would see whatever is covered here, but there's nothing of interest in that area.
Okay.
51
Yeah, it was
is
right
really
there.
Further down.
Okay.
In line with Groom Lane Road.
Yeah,
Okay. Thank you.
Over. Oh,
Yeah.
look.
Camo dude, there he is.
God, I love being a camo dude.
There he is. Look at that, folks. You just look at it. Oh, you're losing focus.
Hold on.
I just saw a question, are we going to be camping at the power lines?
That's classified.
That's classified, exactly.
Look, you can see it.
Be the first time. I've spent many nights up here.
X-rays?
I'm telling you, they're going to do something.
X-rays. You're speaking in Pig Latin.
Megs push
Thank you.
2.
Yeah.
Come on. I told ya. I do too. Thanks, I like it as well.
I just got a
All
good
right,
zoom
so-
in on there.
So let's take a look at the mountains and where Area 51 is. I want to show people. Yeah, right there. Go over a little bit further.
Right there.
Yeah, let me just
Sure, it's all yours.
over real quick. Oh. So this is. I got it backwards. Why do I'm left-handed. Maybe that's why I got it all backwards.
Right is tight. So just remember when you turn to the right,
it's just like a screw. That
right.
makes sense.
But yeah, you're
Yeah,
screwing
okay,
in.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
So this is what we're looking at in the foreground here. This ridge line is what is known as Freedom Ridge. People used to be able to go right up there to this ridge line right here and sit on top and look right down at Area 51. And of course they didn't like that, so they annexed Freedom Ridge and also Whitesides, which is over here. There's Whitesides. This is the other view spot of Area 51. Freedom Ridge about, I think, 12 miles away, Whitesides 15 miles away. You used, up until 1995, you used to be able to go right up there, hike up there. Security would, of course, keep an eye on you, but it was totally legal to go up there. And you could walk, you could look right down at Area 51. Now, they didn't like that, of course. The valley is chosen, or was chosen, because you can't peek inside. And so they annexed
Angela got that one.
mountains. And now you have to go 26 miles away to Tikabo Peak to see the base.
Sorry, I was just trying
Yeah,
to.
you're good.
We can't really see Tikabo Peak from here. It's a little bit of a hike, takes some doing to get up there. And the next best thing to hiking Tikabo is to come up here to the Power Lines Overlook. Directions are on my dreamlandresort.com website. And I actually have a video about the Power Lines Overlook including some drone footage on my YouTube channel. You'll find it, obviously, you guys on my live stream, you know where my YouTube channel is. Take a look. I got a nice video about the power lines Overlook where I'm doing some scanning up here. I'm talking about. Okay. That is.
Oh, around the range.
Where the heck is my scanner? Oh, down here.
It's on.
Yeah, they're getting busy.
It's on. I called.
I've never seen Lee so excited.
I told
This is
you
cool.
I fucking called. You guys don't fucking believe me when I tell you I called.
You are connected. So that would be really cool if we could actually catch one of the jets out of Area 51. So what they do is, let's zoom out a little bit. We are pretty much looking perpendicular to the runway of Area 51. So in most cases, they fly out of the base and head south towards Las Vegas, or they head out of the base north and disappear behind the mountain range. There is so much terrain that they can take a look at, that they can fly in, and nobody can even see them. So the valley around the valley that Area 51 is located in, is really in a perfect location for a secret base. Nobody can peek inside. They got the perimeter bumped out as far as possible, and they can fly out of Area 51 whatever they want, especially at night. All you can see, even if you're on Tikaboo Peak, you're looking at Area 51, and all of a sudden you see the runway lights come on in the valley. It looks pretty spectacular. It's a light show that you have to see to believe it.
We're gonna.
You're looking down at Area 51, you see this whole carpet of blue lights come on, taxiway lights.
That's why we're here.
And then all of a sudden you can see a light taxi to the runway. Runway lights come on, the white lights of the runway come on. Something takes off at night, light goes out, runway lights go out. That is it. So it really is that spooky, and you would never know what it is.
Right.
It could be anything, but they fly.
Space
they have
aliens?
this whole vast area at their disposal to fly stuff in.
Well,
Let's go over here a little bit and take a look at Bald Mountain.
No, they're up on Bald Mountain doing the same thing we're doing.
And there it is. There's the Bald Mountain.
That's the tower.
Radio site.
Yeah. So here's looking at us. He's got a little bit better camera.
They probably have. I bet they even have a better camera than this.
Yes, I'll take that bet. Their lens costs more than my.
It almost, you know what it almost looks like from a distance? It kind of looks like a forest watchtower or something, you know?
No, that's radar to me.
Yeah.
Well, no, you can see the radar
Also,
dome. You can see the
we're
radar
just
dome.
picking up right now, but you can see there's two radar domes here. They are tracking test flights out of Area 51, and you can. The wind was blowing as much. You could actually see a little black blob here. That's the camera.
Move the camera up a little bit more so it's more centered. Well, you can do your camera right. Yeah. Or I would say just put the zoom in the middle. There you go.
Okay.
There you go.
Can you put it down a little bit now? Just because I had it.
Yeah, put it down just a little bit.
Put it.
Yeah, raise it up in the frame. Put it about 3/4 of the way up.
Wrong direction.
That's all right. Keep going.
There you go. Perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you.
There
Look at
it
that,
is.
folks. Look at that. How many miles away is that? 30?
That's probably a good 25, almost 30 miles away. Yeah.
So the Nikon P1000, it looks just about identical on full zoom to
That's
that.
the KLW World News Spooky Cam.
So, okay, your spooky cam is comparable, pretty close to it. Whoa, look at that.
Yeah, if we weren't vibrating, we would be doing a lot better.
Let's see if you can lift that up a little bit.
Yeah, but the wind is howling up
There we
here.
go, right there.
Right.
Wow.
And that's, we've got weather between here and there, and we can't see the sun at all.
Yeah, that's
pretty good.
Considering the wind right now, considering the weather around us, that is absolutely fantastic. You can see the building right here. There's a little service building. You can see the two radar domes, and this dark blob that is jumping around here, that is the camera.
Mm-hmm.
And there's actually no roads going up to Bald Mountain. They're serviced by helicopter. They fly helicopter out of the base up to Bald Mountain. And
well, they're watching our broadcast going, damn, we got to get what he's got.
Hey, The DOD's in Leak Project chat. Hey, what's up, man? Much respect.
Look at that. That is, I can't believe that's clearer than if I look out the front window. That is clearer than what I'm seeing
Right.
with my naked eye. This is really, considering the weather, you know, tomorrow morning it will be lit up like you wouldn't believe it.
Yeah,
With
yeah.
the sunlight lighting it
Right,
up from this
right.
side.
Right. Well, the great part about it is we have an IR illuminator. We can light it up from here.
Yeah, well, that's even
Yeah,
better.
yeah.
From here?
Oh,
4Gs, is that what you said?
yeah. He's just got to watch some of the G's.
Well,
So he
you
can
guys.
work out. He can work out.
Maybe we can catch you. You can see that there's quite a bit of weather. Folks watching the video today is really, there's been a couple of fronts coming through here. We had a little bit of hail earlier. And, oh, I thought for a second I saw a plane there. It's really not perfect viewing conditions. And considering the viewing conditions, this is absolutely phenomenal that this guy is doing. So we're going back to the gate area here. And
Wait till it gets dark.
Beavis.
And you've got the PVS
Gen 3?
7. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Gen 3 or
With
Gen
the-
4.
With
So
the
for
3-axis
those-
Gen 3.
for those of you just joining the chat, joining the stream, we are looking at live footage of the airspace over Area 51. We are at the power lines overlook, and we are looking at the airspace up to about 500 feet above ground over Area 51. There's been some air traffic. We may or may not be able to see something flying out of Area 51. And as you can see, there's some weather out there. So I think we're going to take a break here. I know Lee has got to get his cast started. So we're going to take a little break here, and maybe if something happens, we'll be back later from Dreamland Resort. Thank you for joining me, folks. I will see you soon again. Stay tuned.
Is that fatty or is that fatty? Or...
That's pretty cool, man.
Awesome, awesome.
This is what we built it for.
Man, this is, I need a rig like
Yes.
this.
Well, you got one. It's sitting right here. Your hand's on the joystick. I don't know what more I
Yeah,
need to give
well.
you. So, yeah, you do whatever you want with it, dude. This is why I built it. This is why I built it. See, my belief in news is that if you really want to give the news, you got to be there.
Right, yeah.
And a lot of people can say a lot of things, but if you can show it to them in 4K,
Yeah.
right, you
That's-
make your own choice. No
Well,
BS.
pictures don't lie.
Right.
Yeah.
Or live video in 4K
Yeah,
from
live
somewhere else
video,
nobody has
yeah.
ever been before.
Yeah.
Because you've been here for 25 years,
Yep.
okay?
Uh,
And in 25 years, you don't know of anybody that has ever broadcast a live video stream of any resolution from this
From
point,
here, no.
okay?
No, to the best of my knowledge, nobody has ever done a live stream from up here.
Okay. Do you know of anybody that's ever done a live stream, even in 1080, from
Where's-
anywhere
where's
else live?
Aliens on the way right now. They will be there soon.
Yeah, they're out there.
They're here.
They are here.
They're up. They're up.
They are invisible.
Well, of course.
Yeah.
That's what they do here.
We will assimilate you.
Sam says sounds like a
Sometimes
Russian.
you actually hear them earlier.
Right. We heard
Hear
them.
them.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely, we heard them.
Yeah.
That's why I got
So
the
they're
door
gonna
open.
fly over here, say anything?
We're trying to
Tell
we're
me when
trying
I
to coax them this way. Well, you already saw what we did with the F-15s today.
That was cool.
Okay,
That
and
was
so
cool.
you've been here 25 years,
Correct.
and in 25 years, you've never heard of or seen a pair of F-15s fly low across somebody and go out and turn around and come back to fly low across them again.
That I haven't seen. I've
Okay.
seen F-15s fly low over the highway.
Okay.
But I have never seen them actually turn around, come back, and give you another flyby.
Right.
That is absolutely
And
fantastic.
you've never seen a helicopter, a black helicopter, come up to a vehicle, stop and hover and look at that vehicle
No.
and fly
No, I
away.
haven't.
I had a
Okay.
black helicopter hover over my house once for about half an hour.
Yeah,
It's
but
kinda
that's because
spooky.
you were growing stuff in the backyard.
I
This
wasn't.
is not
No,
the same
I was
reason.
not growing stuff. No, I was not.
He's in Colorado, so you gotta see that shit.
That was before Colorado. It was
Oh,
like
well,
20
okay.
something years ago, man.
Oh well, then you were definitely growing something.
No, I wasn't.
I'm big.
Well, I guess you got to get to your stream.
Well, he's still in the middle of his.
Okay.
Mine actually doesn't start for another 45 minutes. So what I was going to do is talk to you on his stream
Okay.
a little bit about the history.
Okay.
And then what I want to do is when my stream starts, I'd like for you to do the same thing that you did for your stream
Yeah.
on my stream.
Okay.
Okay. And then when you want to leave, we'll escort you, however, if it's after dark or whatever. For,
Yeah, I'll probably hang for a little bit, maybe 7:30-ish.
Okay.
That's
What-
really
yeah,
pushing
yeah,
it.
Yeah. So,
Uh,
but if whatever's necessary for you,
Yeah.
you know, if we got to escort you back or whatever to get you back or whatever,
No,
we're
I'll
happy
get
to
out
do
of
that.
here. I mean, I've done this.
Okay.
I've done
Right,
this
but you've
many
never
times in the
done
dark.
this with this.
No. No, I
Okay.
mean, what I'm saying is I've done the road in the dark, so
Oh,
I
okay.
know I'm going to find my way back to it.
Right,
I'm not worried
right.
about that. I am worried about, and that might be interesting for your viewers also,
I'm gonna go
outside and show me outside real quick.
Right.
which means you have cattle on the road.
Right,
And
right.
you don't
And
see
and,
that.
and well, but see, we've got a thermal imager, so we're going to look down there and see the cows on the road.
Let's go for a hike, folks.
Right.
Oh, it's such a beautiful day today. I'll tell you though, that wind chill is no joke. Like, I thought I was coming to the desert, you know, I'm wearing shorts. I'm like, let's go biking, let's have some fun. And we're getting hail out here. But I might be able to get a few miles in tonight. Get a quick 20, 30 miler in maybe. 520, possibly. There's that wind. Oh, I just stabbed myself with a freaking cactus. Do not do that. Some really cool petroglyphs not far from this area. Some really cool petroglyphs. Hopefully I can get Diamond from Oppenheimer Ranch out here and Alien Allen and some friends and maybe others that want to come out here. Angela, you definitely got to come out here and check out these petroglyphs. Guitar stuff, Lee's van, I know every wire in it. Really? That's pretty cool. You did some installs in there or something? This wind is like, hello. Did you see the size of that chicken? Hey you guys! Did you see the size of that chicken? Young Guns! The movie Young Guns! You don't remember that scene? Billy the Kid takes peyote with the renegades and they're like, dude! Gosh, man. I can't be the only one that remembers that movie. Emilio Estevez, Charlie Sheen, Lou Diamond Phillips. Come on. They don't know what the hell I'm talking about.
that would be
You're not
perfect.
gonna have a steep drop.
Right. No. That's as long as I can see out a long ways away. Because last night, when we were down at Coyote Pass, and that's 5596, and we just said it was 5600 feet is where we were sitting. Coyote Pass.
Yeah.
Sitting down there, when we were looking to the south, there was 2 mountain ranges down there.
Yeah.
We were lighting up the first mountain range, and you could barely see it on the second mountain.
Woo! Hello. Hi. Whew, yeah. So I'm talking about. Go back in here for a minute. So, do we got the hookup or what? Oh man, we got the hookup. Find a car wash on the way home. Actually, let's talk about that for a minute, because when you live in southern Colorado, car wash, yeah, it'll just be dirty the same day. When I see people's cars in Colorado, especially Jeeps that aren't dirty, I'm like, you're not from around here. If it's in southern Colorado. Now, if I'm in Denver or whatever, that's a different story. But where I live, no way. No way. I wonder, you know what? I want to see if I can show you an image of that tower better, because I got a really cool image of that thing on my camera here. Let's see what we got. Zoom in on this bad boy. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, check this out. Look at that. Boom. Not bad, right? There you go. That's about the clearest one you got right there. That's a sweet shot. From that. So that's all the way out there, what we're just looking at. So my camera will pick up something from 26 miles away as well. Not just Lee Wilbarger. Although he does have the coolest tech, I'm saying. But, you know, if you don't got 80 grand to drop on a van and you just need a single camera with the telescope built into it, that's the one right there. You can zoom in the craters on the moon with that bad boy. It is a bit nippy out, yeah. Well, thanks for watching. Good to see ya. Drinking some kombucha right now. It's delicious. I've got a new favorite flavor. It's called blood orange. Alien blood orange. Space alien blood. 10 times better than adrenochrome. Oh, it's so dark. Oh, it's just kombucha, I swear. It's really yummy, though. That or the root beer kombucha, that's really good, too. Right on. We got Pure Blood Prophet guitar stuff, Alien Allen, Ginger Spice, Utah, Paris Diamonds, Desert Rose, Pono, Abaddon, Seaside. Got some cool people in the chat. Let's see if I can make it even cooler. Go right there. Wait till you see the footage. I'll let him know. Racer? Okay. When I go back outside, I'm going to warm up for a minute. But now, this is literally, you were looking at the space alien highway. Oh, wait, I mean the extraterrestrial highway. You were looking at the mountain pass that is protecting from visuals, unless you're in a space plane or a satellite. Area 51 is just right around the corner there, just a few miles away. We were just zooming in, looking at that 25, 26 mile away tower. Oh, is that it? Oh, what do we got? Oh, is that a bird? It's a bird. It's a plane. Spider-Man. Oh, wait, Superman. Where'd it go? The alarms are set. The men in black are here. That's where the tower is, folks, that I was just showing you a minute ago. It's up there. Boom. Area 51 doesn't exist, but if it did, it'd be right over there. The towers. Oh. Might have been a bird, unless it was like super cloaked and secret. We'll hang out again. Perfect. Great spot. Right. Let's go right there. Hold on. You know what I could do? This. There we go. Hello, that's what I'm talking about. That's Area 51 Road right there. Right there. Look at that. Yep. That's a good shot right there. So when we see these planes that show up to this secret base that doesn't exist, but if it did exist, this is where the planes are going to show up. The reason those clouds don't move is because they're not real. This whole stream isn't real. This is all computer generated in your mind in the matrix. It's an illusion. Like I was saying in the last stream, though, I can totally tell why they call this place Dreamland. Because if you live out here, or if you ever come out here, it's weird. It's just like a big dream. Like I did go biking yesterday, and I went and I rode my bike literally out into this mountain range from Alamo, Nevada, and then I stopped and I saw this jet that did like this, it basically did a U, and it left a nice contrail that dissipated into a beautiful cloud. But then it did the U, and then it flew somewhere else, and then it was more like a J, and then it flew somewhere else, then it did another J, left a nice little contrail J, and then it took off. And then I saw a bunch of petroglyphs that day, and a couple of jets were flying around, the same ones Lee was talking about. I got a little bit of footage of them when I was looking at petroglyphs. And then, what was I talking about? What were we talking about? I had a point to the whole thing here. What was I talking about? Lee right now is doing a quick live stream. We'll go in and check on his live stream in a minute. There's just not a lot of room in his van, so. Oh yeah. So biking, Oh yeah, I was rode my bike out to the mountain range, and then I turned around and came back. And when I got back in town, I noticed there was this blue, like Dodge Charger, basically. It was like a blue Dodge Charger, newer, tinted windows. And I'm only going like, 17 to 20 miles an hour. And I think the speed limit's probably 25. And he rode behind me till I got back on the highway and then followed me basically really slow behind me. And I was like, is this guy following me? And just because I'm paranoid doesn't mean they're not after me, right? It was kind of, I'm like, dude, I'm just riding my bike, man. I don't have secret surveillance stuff in my bicycle, okay? I'm just saying. Current temperature, 43 degrees and windy, and that wind chill makes it probably drops it another 5 to 10 degrees Fahrenheit. Now that it's getting darker, I'll bet you it's gonna be cool to see some stuff come in. I'm really looking forward to sharing that footage with you guys that with those F-15s that flew over us, because they did it twice and like it was right there. It was perfect. Especially after the rancher shows up. The rancher shows up with he's like, "Hey, what are you guys doing with that mailbox?" We're like, "We were wondering what you did with the mailbox." And then then his truck starts rolling away, and Lee goes, "Is somebody in your truck?" And he's like, "Oh, oops." So he forgot to put his truck in park, so he had to go run and stop his truck. Oh, it was epic. It was epic. It was epic. I can hear something. We're going to be picking this up live. Any action we see is going to be live. Oh, there's the sun. I thought to myself, I wonder how easy it would be if you ran a facility where you're doing like, experimental test aircraft, and you're in an area that's surrounded by mountains and you've got this huge valley with very few people going in and out of it. It's pretty fascinating out here. Pretty fascinating. Clean my glasses. How the heck are you? Thanks for joining. So if you're wondering where we are at an overlook. We are overlooking just right over that mountain pass is Area 51. And if you look to the left there at about the, let's say, 8, 9 o'clock position, you're going to see a road that actually leads to, oh man, a road that leads to Area 51, if it actually existed. But we all know it's not real. Or is it real? It's just a dreamland. There we go. That's the money shot. Look at that. Boom. I had a tuna sandwich earlier. It was delicious. This is literally how is the stream? Like, how is the quality? Pretty good, I hope. Cool. Oh, fantastic. Why is it saying device not supported? You know what I've noticed since I've been out here? My phone is taking 4 times as long to charge, and it goes through the charge 4 times as fast. It's acting really, really weird. Now it's saying my device is not supported. That's weird. Space aliens, man, I'm telling you. They know. Let's see if this will work. Try that. Device not supported. What the? Thank you. Thank you. Copy, copy.
Copy that. What's going on?
Oh, not much. Just checking to see what you guys got going on in there.
I guess we're just shooting the breeze. I guess he's just getting ready for his stream.
Perfect. Okay, well, if you see anything cool, please let us know. Thank you. And thank you very much for bringing us out here.
Yeah, they're still flying. We can still hear them. They're probably in the southern ranges. If you look a little bit off to the left, that's where they would be.
Okay, then I actually might just move the so instead of towards the Area 51 road, even further left on the other side of that hill that's in front of us.
Yeah, to the left. That is just my best guess. To the left of that little outcropping in front of us.
Awesome. Thank you. Let's try that, folks. Move it over here. Let's see if I can. Oh yeah. Yeah, check that out. Do a little adjustment here. Boom, right there. He said, so this is the spot right here that we're going to see something when it comes out of the clouds. Sweet. Okay. Like I am charging my phone right now, but it's still burning more energy even though it's charged. Let's see. Yeah, I got 2 Geiger counters with me. So I can tell you what the radiation levels are. My MTM Special Forces watch is saying 0.19 microsieverts per hour. I just had it calibrated about 2 months ago. So let's see what my other Geiger counter says here. Bust up. You know, they actually do have a Geiger counter for public display in Rachel, Nevada. At least last time I was here, I saw it, and it was telling you what the current levels were, which tells me they do some interesting experiments out here. Now I'm going to use the Mazur instrument. Well, here, I'll show you. So, whoa. Okay, got this guy right here, the Mazur, and we're going to see what the levels are. Right now. Takes a minute to calibrate. Showing 0.26 microsieverts per hour. 2.4. 2.2. 0.21. 169.9. 1,250. What the hell? What the? Dude, I'm not joking. This thing is going nuts. What the hell? 1,250. We're getting tagged. My gosh, insane. I've never seen it this freaking high before. Whoa. Whoa. No, it has nothing to do with my phone. That's EMF radiation. This is a different kind of radiation. Oh, what the hell, dude? That scared the freaking crap out of me. Okay, current though is 0.19 microsieverts per hour, just like what my watch is saying. I think I got more scared by the freaking noise. I'm like, ah! Okay, that was freaking spooky, man. What did I do? I'm sorry. Please quit spraying me with uranium. It was an accident. I'm just trying to have some fun, man. Lee Wilbarger made me do it. He said it was cool. All right, let me see here. I'm trying to figure this out. So, get this thing. That was sketchy. Man, that was sketchy. Now it's saying 0.03 microsievert. Now I don't know what the hell it's doing, but this is my watch. It's tripping out. I don't know what it's doing. But yes.
You have been sprayed with radiation from the vortex of the Intimidator.
That was freaking weird. Now it's down to 0.22 microsieverts per hour, so it's like it never even happened. That was so odd. And there's no way it's at point. I don't know why it's saying 0.03. What did I do to my watch? What is going on here? We're in dreamland, man. Freaking dreamland. Freaking sun's behind the clouds. Space aliens are showing up all cloaked and shit. It's crazy. Part of my language. Yeah, it's down to 0.13 microsieverts per hour now. It was at 12. It was, you literally saw this thing go to 1,250 microsieverts, not like 1,250, not I mean, that's insane. I hope that was wrong. Maybe he just got us like a little piece of uranium got stuck in the wafer board back there or something, a little uranium dust flying around, and it was like it just landed. That was weird. Yeah, that's EMF stuff. So you're saying you need an EMF or a Faraday tent? A Faraday tent will help with the EMF radiation. I've got Faraday stuff. My hat literally has an EMF blocking liner in it. It will block EMF radiation, but this is a different kind of radiation. And it's back down to 0.22 microsieverts. I'm glad I got that on film because that was so high. I don't know. Like, people would have been like, come on, Rex, man. Did it really happen? Yes. Dude, my Geiger counter just went to 1250 microsieverts per hour for like 10, 15 seconds, and I got it on film. That was insane. It was like,
Are you? Are you outside?
no, I'm in the Jeep. There was like, Rex, what's the radiation? I got a Geiger counter on my watch, so it was like 0.19 microsieverts per hour, no big deal. I get out the Missouri and it shows it's like 0.22, and then all of a sudden it starts going, and it was tapped for at least 15 seconds.
That is not good.
No, that's insane. Now my watch is calibrated back to 0.17. But anyway, yeah, that was very it was exciting. It was exciting. Little would you like a little uranium dust with your podcast?
I'm not planning on having any more kids, but still, that is not a good thing.
Well, I've always wanted to be Superman.
Yeah. Stand by. Okay, Lee wants to know, could that be electromagnetic radiation?
No, it's this thing only picks up that's a completely different kind of radiation.
Okay, copy that. It's very interesting. Keep an eye on that thing.
Yeah, it's back down to 0.22 microsieverts. It's hanging out pretty low.
With the wind, there's no telling. There's radiation. There's places on the test site that are so radioactive that you can't go there for thousands and thousands of years. So there's no telling what it might be blowing over here.
Yeah, and I know they've got the Geiger counter that shows the public numbers down in Rachel, Nevada, so that would make sense.
There's a radiation monitoring station right by the little alien, and you can look at the data online. I haven't really seen it spike, but I don't know how it might be averaging. It might not even be peak-to-peak measuring.
Yeah, that was pinned at least, like I said, 15 seconds, maybe a little bit longer. It felt like longer than that because I've never seen that before. And I've had this thing for 8 years.
Yeah, that is concerning. Let us know if that happens again.
Copy that. .19 microsieverts. Good. That's what my watch is saying. 0.15. That's down to 0.18. Staying pretty consistent. 0.22. Yeah, we'll go out in a minute with the Geiger counter, see what it's doing out there on the outside. Heck, if it's going to do that here on the inside. It's about time to make a sandwich. Yeah, we're going to be glowing. We're not going to need a nightlight. That was I'm so glad you guys saw that live stream that bad boy. Can somebody do me a favor real quick and look up 1250 microsieverts per hour? Just do a Google search, 1250 microsieverts per hour. What is equivalent to that? What is that? Wow, man. Yeah, I got this really good tuna that is pole caught, they said. So it's pole caught tuna fish, white albacore, pole and line caught. Yeah, right. So we'll charge you double, you idiot. Sucker. But it tastes delicious. And yeah, albacore tuna, water, vegetable broth, sea salt, contains fish. Did you know that albacore tuna contains fish? Well, duh. Like, dude, I wanted to get tuna. Oh, it's fish. I didn't know that. It says it contains fish, honey. We can't buy it. Oh, yeah. But I got a few of these cashews left that are delicious. Fire roasted with sea salt. And what else I got in here? Bread. So on the way down here, we stopped at this gas station and I got a couple things, and like literally I got a couple of drinks and a couple of other snacks and a yogurt. And she's like, $17. And I'm like, $17? What? And then I'm like, oh, could I get my receipt, please? And so I checked out, I got my receipt. Like tell me if this is normal or if this is just ridiculous and I'm complaining about this, but is it normal to pay $4.30 for a small yogurt at the gas station? Like $4.30? That was crazy. And I'm not cheap. I'm really not. Maybe that's normal. She's like, yes, sir, you're an idiot. It's $4.30 for the yogurt. You didn't know that. Everybody stopped watching. They're like, all right, Rex, enough about the yogurt. Well, if the yogurt was radioactive, yeah, it's down to 0.10 microsievert. It's totally weird. Nuclear radiation monitor. Mazur instruments made in the USA. It will scare the hell out of you when it goes off. Oh, man. I hear it. There it is. There it is. Did you see it? Did you guys see it? It was low. Did you guys see it? Did you guys see it? Did you see it? Yeah, it flew low. You guys didn't even see it. With all that fancy equipment, Lee, I picked it up with a tiny little phone, man. Ha! If you guys go back and watch, the jet flew right where he said it would. But it was super low. It was so low, it looked like it was less than 100 feet off the ground from here. Boom! That was cool.
My name is Jurg.
That was cool. Yeah, if you just scroll back, like if you can turn the video back just a minute, you'll see it on the bottom. Just it was so low, it almost, from this angle, you'd be like, oh, that's a car. It was a freaking jet. Gone. Hello. Okay, luckily it was just for a few seconds. Three or more. It was just 20 seconds worth. No big deal. It was there and then it was gone, which makes me think it could have literally been like a speck of dust that flew into the wafer on the back of this thing. And or, you know, maybe it was just a little glitch in the matrix. Or maybe it's the space aliens and they're hungry. Whoa. Well, that sounds fun. Well, it's nice knowing you. Hey, what's up, KKB? How you doing? How's it going out there on the other side of the pond? You are looking at the valley where all sorts of test flights and test craft, experimental craft, F-16s, F-15s, and others do all sorts of cool maneuvers out here, very low. And Area 51 is just several miles away. So we've got Lee Wilbarger here with Jurg, and he is awesome. He has a channel called Dreamland-Ranch. Look up Dreamland Ranch, also the website. He's been out here for 25 years, so he's seen a lot of really cool stuff out here. And let's see if we can plug my phone back in. Get some more battery action there. See, EJOBST11 says, yeah, I had to rewind a little bit, but I did see it going from right to left, just to the right side of that bush, super low and fast. Boom. Thank you very much. +1 for me. Paris Diamonds, there is a radiation sign in the town of Rachel, Nevada. They've got one outside that changes. It's a digital display, and it shows you what the current readings are. This is a Mazur, which I checked it with my Mazur, and it's a PRM 9000. I haven't had it turned on in quite a while either, so, I mean, I don't know. Maybe, like I said, maybe something got lodged in the wafer in the back or something like that, but we're good now. I do feel a little bit stronger, though. I might actually, give me... There's the sun. The sun's peeking out. Halo, sun. Gotta love the sun. There it is. Look at that. Boom. And right on that mountaintop is where I was showing you earlier, that radar system that they have. They've got a radar camera system on top of that mountain. Zoomed in on it, and you could see it pretty good. And it's like 25 miles away about. So we're going to go back to the hot spot, though. Exactly where we were before. Fruit pectin. I'll get some of that. Little fruit pectin. Now it's up to 0.3 microsieverts per hour, which isn't high, but it's not, like if you live in San Antonio or the lower elevation, 0.3 microsieverts per hour would not be the norm, I don't think, typically. So we confirmed we did pick up the jet with the camera phone. So you didn't pick up anything with your super surveillance van?
For sure we got it on one of the cameras. We just didn't get it on the spooky cam.
Oh, okay. Just checking.
We'll be able to tell from your reaction on the ground that it flew over. That's how we'll spot it in the video. So anyway, I'm live. Thank you.
Copy that. Tell them we just got hit with 1,250 microsieverts per hour of radiation. Oh, thanks. Thank you very much, KKB. Hey, Eric, what's up, man? Greetings from Washington. Yes, you got to love the sun rays. You know what made me realize that a lot of the ancient mythologies that talk about the Anunnaki or certain gods, like was referencing the sun or different planets, when Ziusudra is, he's in his ark that he built because he was warned to build an ark because of the flood. So Ziusudra builds this ark, and on the seventh day, it says on the seventh day that the rays of Utu shine through the ark. And I'm like, oh, well, Utu, he's an Anunnaki, isn't he? Utu is it's the sun. It's referring to the sun. It's pretty magnificent, actually, if you go back and read it, because they refer to the flood as a 7-day ordeal versus a 40-day ordeal. But anyway, enough about that. That's mythology. That's for another podcast. And it is plugged in, but it's still burning more. I'll be albino tomorrow. It's okay. I'll be a little bit faster on the bike, a little bit more aerodynamic. What happened, man? Well, it was just a little uranium dust, you know? That view is dynamite. Yeah, there is, Mark. How you doing, man? Oh, there's a spooky. I think we got a spooky out there. See him? Right there. Here, let me. There he is. Yeah, it might be one of the camo dudes out there. I hear another one. Well, I was an orc in my past life, so it'll bring back memories when I go into zombie mode. Different kind of zombie, though. Oh, man. That's terrible. Yo. Hey.
Just checking on you, see how you doing.
Doing good. Live streaming.
Okay,
Got
sweet.
Got right here.
All right, so where was the fighter jet?
Right down there.
Oh,
right
wow,
off the
he was
road.
low.
Just super low. And then they went back and around. They saw it.
Oh,
so
well, then I might have him coming across here.
you should.
Yeah, because I had a view of that valley.
Okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, we'll find that.
Nice.
We'll find that.
So how are you doing?
Good, man.
Good.
I'm live,
Okay.
and I'm having him give everybody a tour
Oh.
like he did on his
Yeah.
live stream that you guys
Nice.
did.
Okay.
So he's gonna give everybody a tour, and then when he's done with that, he's leaving.
Okay.
So and then we're gonna play with IR.
And you'll give me that footage.
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool. We'll
It's
share footage.
all recorded.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, yeah, it's all recorded.
How do you want to tell everybody hi in the chat?
Yeah. So hello everybody. Hope everybody's doing good. Hope you guys are enjoying the technology here. So if you're not seeing enough of it on Rex's channel, you can come over to KLW World News on Rumble. We'll show it to you all over there. This is the stuff we use all the time. And it's just absolutely wonderful here because we've gotten such great footage from F-16s, F-15s. We've had a wonderful time. And then we also got some footage we're not going to show you because, well, there's some stuff going on here you would believe.
Dude, I got a little spooked out. My Geiger counter went nuts on me.
Well,
this is an actual Geiger
yeah,
counter. This is not an EMF detector.
Right.
And it hit 1250.
Wow.
To put that into perspective, we're at 0.2 right now. It went to 1250.
Wow.
Like, danger, danger, danger. So, I don't know, man. See, look, now it's at 0.18.
Yeah.
So, what do you think, man? Do you think
I don't know, man.
Do you think we're going to have superpowers?
I hope not.
Well, we've already got superpowers, dude.
I know. That's why I didn't want any more.
If you had that many, you'd be dangerous.
Enough. Yeah.
All right, so he's just gonna do a tour.
So he's doing a tour, and then when he gets done doing a tour, then we're going to infrared.
Cool.
So we're gonna look for stuff. And dude, the radio is talking. So there's ops tonight.
Okay.
I guarantee there's ops. There's ops now.
Okay.
Okay. Plus there was extra planes flying in. We've got other radio traffic. We're gonna see something tonight.
So you folks need to stick around for this because it's important.
Yeah.
And so we'll just be live streaming here, I guess, until he's done, and then we'll.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Because there's not any room in there.
He's leaving in probably about 15 minutes or so.
Okay, I'll see you in about 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Jurg is cool. He is super cool. He knows so much about this area, and he's a super tech guy. Like, he can actually keep up with Lee on the tech stuff, which I was surprised. They were having a conversation, and I was listening to him talk back and forth, and I could tell each one of them knew what they were talking about, and they had their own, like, certain beliefs about things, the way they said things because of what it was like, whatever. But I'm listening to him go back and forth, and I'm just thinking to myself, wow. Does anybody know what half the stuff they're talking about is? There's like maybe 1% out there, 1 to 5% of the working class that knows what the hell they're talking about. And I was, it's pretty cool, man. So you definitely want to join us on Patreon because I've got so much. I'm going to be uploading the documentary on Patreon. Spending, some time, better video quality. Wait till you see what happened when we went to the mailbox that's not there anymore. The black mailbox that isn't there anymore. Like, it was hilarious the way that the guy showed up, and then he didn't put his truck in park. So it started just like 2 minutes, I don't know, moments later, he's talking to us. Oh, so what's your channel? What are you doing? Blah, blah, blah. Where's the mailbox? Then his truck just starts rolling down the road. And is somebody in the truck? Oh, shit. He runs over, stops the truck. It almost runs into the van. It was epic. It was epic. And then the F-15s fly over us. So it doesn't get any better than this. That's the cool thing about Leak Project. Raw, unfiltered. Unless it's on YouTube, and then you have to filter out some stuff. But it's uncensored on Patreon. And then we got Lee, the tech guy. And then we got Jurg, the super Area 51 guy. Crying hippies in the chat. Desert Rose is eating dinner. Claws and Gloves wants us to manifest a TR3B. Let's do it. Nano, 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 nano. Nano, 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 nano. TR3B, nano, nano, nano. Okay, it's going to show up tonight. You're going to have to stick around and watch this whole thing. Even when you're doing something else, just keep the live stream going in the background. And keep it on all night. All night long. And I think you'll see something cool. Alien Allen's rocking and rolling. I got it on film. No, I got all of it on film. Wait till you guys see the footage I got, in my opinion, is way better than what Lee can get with his $1 million camera on his $500,000 van. Just because of the angle, the point of view. And I was outside filming it with my phone. I'm able to zoom in on these F-15s as they fly past, and then they do a loop and they fly back around us again. It was rad. It was so rad. Yeah. It's amazing what you can do with the phone. And I don't know how long we're going for tonight. You're going to have to stay tuned for that. That's a good question. You don't want to say all night long, but then tomorrow we got, we're coming back out here tomorrow, I think. And then yesterday, when I was riding, so yesterday I'm riding my bike. I see a cool jet create a couple J's with contrails that dissipate. And then I'm out checking petroglyphs out outside of Alamo. And I see these two jets flying around. So I got some film of a little bit of one, but those are the same jets that Lee was talking about that he saw. Because we branched out for a while. I went and checked out petroglyphs, then he went out to Rachel. There's some amazing petroglyphs out here, folks. I don't know if you knew that or not, but if you want to check out some really cool petroglyphs, there's some really neat spots out here in Nevada. Nevada has some amazing archaeology, and the BLM land does a great job keeping up on some of these sites. Really good job. I got a map that I want to go. I want to come back out here because I didn't get a chance to check out all the sites, just a small portion of them. But you know what's really cool, guys and gals, is some of these, oh, right on, snacks are awesome. Make some snacks for me. And some of the cool thing about these petroglyphs is they match up with other petroglyphs in other states, almost identical, like the same person pecked them into the stone. Some of them look that identical. Completely different places. These comments are rich. These comments are great. Right on. RO93R. Cheers, Rockstar. Yeah, this is some. You do not get a signal out here unless you got Starlink. If you got Starlink, boom, you're good. If you don't have Starlink, not going to happen. So, mobile Starlink, tons of thermal. Tonight we're going to bust out the thermal. Tonight when Jurg takes off, I'll be able to get back in the van and have some room there. We'll do another live stream with the thermal, and I'll be able to like super zoom in, have much. We'll have some fun tonight. So I hope you're all gonna hang out with us. Sounds like Angela's gonna be there with snacks. Tech is undersea, huh? Cool. That sounds. I know they make certain like aerial devices by that company, but I don't know if you're talking about the same company or not. I gotta give Jurg back his walkie-talkie. This is cool out here. Glad I have a lot of caffeine for tonight. and a kombucha. Delicious. Oh yeah. Yeah, Lee's got like a kick-ass thermal. His thermal will pick up all sorts of heat signatures. Yeah, the kombucha is great. I got this new flavor. It's called Blood Orange from Synergy. This is my favorite new kombucha from Synergy. I also like, have you tried the root beer or the cola flavor kombuchas? Those are pretty good. You know how much these kombuchas are out here in the desert? It's crazy. Everything's expensive here in the desert. A kombucha was like $5.69 at the grocery store / gas station. And that's nothing compared to the $4.29 miniature yogurt that I got at the other gas station before we got here. I know. Should probably shut up now. Right on. Claus likes Synergy. Right on, man. Right on. No, like, well, like a single serving yogurt. A single serving yogurt by Chobani or whatever. The ones you can get now at a lot of hotels. If you stay at a decent hotel, they'll have them. And it was, yeah. I can't believe we're actually talking about this in a live stream right now. Hey, everybody in the live stream. We're at Area 51. We're talking about the price of yogurt at the gas station in the desert. I hope you're still with us and you didn't leave after that little conversation. But we're just having a conversation, man. We're cool. You know, we're talking about it. So you're saying that the kombuchas are $5.85 and that when they're on sale, they're $3.50, or the single serving yogurts. You got to be talking about the kombuchas, right? That's crazy. Where are you at, man? New York? I saw a video the other day where this guy went out to New York for lunch, and by the time he tipped him twice. He tipped the person that made the sandwich, then he tipped the person that gave him the sandwich. He paid 40-something bucks for the sandwich. He paid like $5 or $10 or $15 for parking. The whole thing came up to $70 for lunch in New York City. I was like, wow, $70 for lunch in New York City. Welcome to Area 51. Okay, the kombuchas. Wow, dude, you can make kombucha. Actually, I've made kombucha before. It's not as good as this stuff, but you can make it. Takes a couple months. Yeah, it's crazy how expensive foods get. My friend just got back from Vietnam. He said you could have like a gourmet meal with 4 people, super delicious, for $20, $15. I'm like, really? His parents live out there. They were here in the States, but then they wanted to go back to Vietnam, so he helped them move back to Vietnam. He's a real cool guy. I mean, we went to this food truck the other day. They had a couple of food trucks in Pagosa Springs, and there's like 3 food trucks downtown. That's it. The place was totally dead. Kristen and I get out. We're like, oh, you want to go check out the food trucks? So we go and check them out. And then, you kind of walk by and they're like, oh, hey, how you doing? And once they say that, you kind of feel bad if you don't get anything because it's so slow there. And they're like, oh, would he, because we're with Preston, so they go, would he like what was it? It's like a candy, some candy. And I'm like, would he like one of these? No, it was one of the, like an icicle, like a flavored icicle that's full of like food coloring and sugar. And we're like, oh, sure. And I'm like, yeah, thank you so much for asking if you'd like that right before we get him lunch. Perfect. And then if you say no, you're like, oh, you feel like a jerk. So you're like, oh, thank you. Anyway, so, and then we looked at their menu. And it was like $18 for this little tiny barbecue sandwich with a really small side of chips and a freaking soda pop. She got like a Dr. Pepper or something. I don't like those things, but she's told people that love their Dr. Pepper, I gotta tell you. So it's like $18 plus tip. They expect a tip, even though all they're doing is like taking it from the oven or from the stove or from the person's hands that just cooked it to hand to you. Then they expect, it's amazing. Welcome to America. You gotta love it out here, right? It's just amazing. Tip me $5 for Plus, I make $25 an hour for standing here at the cash register. I expect a $5 tip because I'm ringing you up for something I'm making $25 an hour for anyway. And I tip pretty good. I feel bad if I don't tip good, even if they're rude. I usually tip pretty good. But anyway, whatever. I think it's kind of ridiculous. The other day I'm at this convenience store and they had like a tip jar at the convenience store. Like, oh, you want me to tip you after I buy Altoids mints for $3? You rung me up? Okay. Well, yeah, I only make $25 an hour standing here, ringing people up. What do you do for a living? Oh, the self-checkouts are nuts because you'll have 2 or 3 people working at the self-checkout just staring at you, making sure you ring up everything. It's so freaking ridiculous. Okay, we're going to pay 3 people $25 an hour to stare at you, ring yourself up. But if you miss something, they're there to stare at you and intimidate you to make sure. I mean, it's so freaking ridiculous. The economy is so ridiculous in so many ways. Well, yeah, we just we just stand here to make sure you ring everything up the right way. And, we kind of stare at you and kind of look behind your back, to make sure you don't not scan anything. That's what we do. It's called self-checkout, sir. We're just here to stare at you. That's why we get paid. $25 an hour plus benefits. And leave a tip on the way out. I love it. Oh, man. Gotta love it. Colorado's awesome, though. I think Colorado's great. I'd probably lose my mind in a big city like New York City. I'd probably go crazy. So it's at 0.16 microsieverts per hour. My watch is showing 0.22. Pretty low. Way better than 1,250 microsieverts per hour. Heck, I think it'd be awesome to go visit China and go hang out in all those like ghost cities where there's hardly anybody that lives there, but there's all that infrastructure and all those houses and apartment buildings and skyscrapers. Wouldn't that be cool if you could go through that and just explore, go spend a couple of days in an abandoned skyscraper on like the top floor, nobody's there? That'd be freaking awesome. That'd be some Mad Max stuff right there. That'd be like, okay, let's go. Well, we have these new tours where we let you go explore these ghost towns for a week or so. It's actually a ghost city. It's designed for 1 million people, but nobody lives here. Have fun. Watch out for the zombies. Oh, that'd be awesome. Running from zombies in China's ghost cities. It's a new tourism craze. Americans love it. $5,000 per person. We give you an electronic wristwatch and we let you loose in a ghost city of China. And you have to make it to the other side of the city within 3 days. Otherwise, we do send some. There will be zombies that might come after you, so you have to be ready for the zombies. But if you can make it to the other side of the ghost city in 3 days without being eaten by a zombie, you will actually get half of your money back. You will get a refund. So that's it. You make it to the end of the ghost city in 3 days, you get half your money back. If it takes you longer, you got to pay double. Boom. That's what I'm talking about. Zombies. That'd be freaking awesome. I would totally sign up for that. I would save up for that trip. Can you imagine how amazing that would be to have your own freaking skyscraper? Hello? With zombies outside? I mean, That would be awesome. What else are they gonna do with it? They're just sitting there anyway. Might as well have a zombie tournament where you have zombies and you have tourists. I love it. I think it's amazing, but I don't think you guys are I don't think you guys are liking my idea here. I've got less people now than before I started talking about the zombie tours in the China ghost cities. Guess I better keep my imagination to myself, but I think it's going to be big someday. Haven't you seen Running Man? Did you see the movie Running Man? Arnold, Jesse Ventura, Running Man, Arnold. I like that. I like that, Angela. That's like self-help books. You're not helping yourself. The author is helping you. See? You get me. You understand. But I don't really understand that comment, but I think you understand what I'm saying. With the way things are going, I think it could happen for real. You're right, man. RO9 says, classic movie. We're talking about Running Man. Just weird enough to make you think it could happen for real. I mean, yeah, 5 years out, 10 years out. Wow, that was a good movie. And Arnold saves the day, of course. Man, that's bringing back memories. Totally bringing back memories. Yeah, I gotta go say later to my friend here. Wait, where is he? I'm not going out until he's. Hey, are you leaving, man?
I gotta head over, yeah.
All right. Well, I'm live streaming still, but I'm gonna say goodbye and give your channel name again.
Dreamlandresort.com.
Awesome.
My website, and my channel is Dreamland-Resort.
Cool. Thanks for bringing us out here. We'll see you tomorrow. Yeah.
Tomorrow at noon, you're gonna be at my house.
Yeah,
We're
man.
gonna do some more adventures.
Cool. Thanks.
See you tomorrow.
That's a fishing pole. We just went fishing.
Yeah, I'm gonna go fishing in the Groom Lake now.
Hello.
Caught something.
You got something?
We caught something.
Okay.
All right, now you coming over with me, or what are you doing?
Yes, we're gonna. But let's make. I'm gonna turn this thing off. We're gonna make. Well, let's walk over and then. Yeah.
Good.
I'm getting hungry, folks. I'm getting hangry. Hey, where are my keys? I forgot my keys, dude. Well, there they are. Okay. 0.16 microsieverts per hour. I gotta charge this file anyway, because even though it's plugged in, it's still charging. Not fast enough. So we will definitely do a lot more live streaming. I gotta come up with a new title. Folks, help me come up with a cool, flashy title. 0.3 microsieverts, that's still low. We're back. Dude, do you got heat in this thing?
Do I have heat in this thing?
I'm joking. I don't care. I'm fine.
Do I have heat?
I'm joking. I don't
in
want
this
heat.
thing?
I like it cold.
Do I have heat?
Dude, they don't even have heat at the hotel or the motel, whatever you call it.
Do I have heat in this thing?
Or hot water.
Do
But it's
I
cool.
have heat? I have a microwave, a refrigerator, and a freezer. And you're asking me if I have heat?
I don't want heat. I just wanted to make sure I could stay chilly in here because I wore shorts today for a reason.
Well, too bad because
Jurg's awesome, man. That guy's cool.
there's your heat.
Okay.
You can put it on the floor if you want.
Yeah, I was gonna make some, folks. We're gonna be back a little bit with the thermal, with the night vision, with the cool spooky stuff. We're gonna see even more action here soon. We're just gonna take a little bit of a break. So if you want to come back and check us out, I'll be able to zoom in on everything that's going on out here. I got more room now.
Put your camera right on here like we did his.
Oh,
And then
perfect.
you can go straight to the camera right there.
Oh, yeah.
What we're going to do is
Yes.
everything that I bring in, I'm going to bring in on that panel right there.
Uh-huh.
So I'm going to screen it over here
Okay.
first. And then we'll swap out to like the 24 or everything that's outside. That's live
Okay.
from outside on all the cameras out there. We are waiting on let me go back here. We are waiting on nightfall. TBT, I'm fairly certain that I have already seen a aircraft that matches that description. I have seen it, I have heard it, I have experienced it. I've gotten a double tap from it, and I can say that it is fucking awesome. It makes a missile look slow, and long sweeping turns are 4Gs. Imagine that, pulling a 4G turn in a long sweeping turn. Imagine seeing the aircraft disappear over the horizon as you start to hear the engines of it, and they continue to carry on for 10 minutes after you lost sight of the aircraft. When you hear the jet, it's already in another country. If you're over Europe. Okay, it went through the sky. It went from one side of the horizon to the other side of the horizon in another 20 seconds at an excess of 30,000 feet. And it did long sweeping turns like this and then went out over the horizon. That is fast. Okay? It's 30 miles from here to the other side of that, and it was there in seconds.
Boom.
Yeah.
So,
Badass.
folks, when you come back, what we're going to do is we're going to put my phone right here. And so when we zoom in, we're going to be able to look at all the cool spots in around Area 51. It's going to be super zoom. It's going to be way awesome and nice and clear. And you're seeing, like, that's actually what we're looking at right now out there towards Area 51. It's soon to be sunset, and we're going to get thermal imaging out, and the video quality is just going to be spectacular here in high resolution. And it's not choppy at all. Somebody just said in the chat, Lee.
Oh, yeah. Shouldn't be. And this is the first live stream from this site in history.
Boom. We just look at that.
Yeah.
So we'll see you soon.
We've got the PTZs. Now, folks who are watching my stream, we're going to end Rex's stream, but we're going to leave this one up. But Rex and I need to eat. So what we're going to do is we're going to leave the stream up looking out over the valley towards Area 51, which is, well, right over there. Okay, so we're going to leave that up, and we're going to leave it out. We're going to leave it high enough we can see anything coming in and out, and we're going to leave it low enough that if any fighter jets go back and forth across down below like they did earlier, that we can catch it. We had this view earlier, so whatever time it was that fighter jet went across down here low, we've got it on here too. So we're going to have it both on the pan view coming out of the front, which is up here, and we're going to have it on the spooky cam because the spooky cam was going down there and we were live. So we got the jets going across on 2 good cameras, probably 3.
Okay.
Yeah, we probably got them on the spooky cam, this cam, and this cam. And we might have gotten them off the left PTZ going down. So we'll have to go. See, that's the great part about having terabytes of server. All that'll be on there for a month. We record 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year on all of these cameras plus some. And that's all kept on a multi-terabyte server down here, or recorder, DVR. And then we can, I think it's 10 terabytes or something like that. I don't remember. It's pretty big. Anyway, it keeps it for a month. So we can go back and pull up any second of anything. So all of the fighter jets that flew over, so like today, and I'll show you all this and then we'll end it and we'll get all this queued up for later on. But today, when we were going down the road, we were sitting here on the side of the road like this.
That's me filming it.
We're all sitting out here like this.
There's me.
All right, so there's Rex. And what's Rex doing? Rex is filming fighter jets that just buzzed us. And so what they're going to do is they're going to turn around and they're going to buzz us again. They literally buzzed us and then came back and buzzed us again. Right there.
Where?
Hold on.
Look at how quick I got my camera out, dude.
Right there they are. There's one. And here comes the other.
There it is. He's
yeah,
excited.
buddy. That's what the fuck I'm talking about.
All right, everybody.
We got more of that.
So this is what we're overlooking right here, basically. Base is right over there if you're just joining us. And there's a really cool, spooky microwave and radar laser tech up there as well. Got the Gladiator with me. This thing is a beast. Oh. Hey, I still got your radio, man. Do you want me to just bring it to you tomorrow? All right, everybody. So thank you so much. You were amazing. I'll see you in about half an hour or so, maybe half an hour to an hour. Just jump back on here, and then we should have even better footage then. And what a great way to spend a Tuesday night. I think it's Tuesday, right? Something like that. Now, how do I turn it off? Be the change you want to see.